All right, so in this clip, they asked this guy about they make fun of him saying that he's a rapist and all that stuff, and he actually goes over a situation or something that him and his boys used to do, and I think it's a good example of how dudes get themselves into fucked up situations. So I'm gonna cover this entire video.
Well, we're talking about being entitled to pussy.
Yeah, let's find out what kind of rapist Wax is. Because he's definitely a rapist.
We have Wax in the room.
What kind?
Now, Michelle. I need you to lock in with us right now.
Yes. Wax, tell Michelle what you and Powder used to do.
We all used to do.
I know we used to do it.
Hold on, who's Powder?
That's our boy from down south. Well, he's from Jersey, but he's down south.
Jersey. We got a store called All Seasons in Charlotte. But I was just
these girls so-called jumping chicks.
We jump mad girls off.
Tell them what jumping off is.
When a girl is two dudes and a girl, we just smash her off. She knows she's gonna get smashed by both of us anyway.
Wax will be fucking a girl from the back. Powder will come in. They don't tell the girl, they just switch.
She know what time.
And then Powder will fuck him.
She knows.
At what point did you tell her what time it was?
They don't.
All right, now let's think about that. If it doesn't matter how often you do this, if you invite a chick, if you talking to a chick, right? And I have uncles that used to tell me this shit, but I didn't really think about it because I was like mad young when they told me, oddly. But if you talking to a chick and you bring her through and you kind of just nudge her into the next room when you're done with her, she has plausible deniability to say they set me up. So I don't understand how, and this, as much as I hate to say it, this kind of gives them credibility when they go to that whole, oh my God, you toxic masculinity and all this shit is ingrained in the culture or in the black community. But this obviously, I don't think this is limited to black people, but it gives them those type of arguments credibility. You know what I mean? It's like, even though in other situations, like you can't use this, in this situation you can't. Obviously, if the same chick was to just be bombarded with contracts to sign, no court is going to say, oh well, she was only wanted to sign one contract with the other. But that doesn't work here, because then you get to say the whole, well, they didn't let me out. So dumb move, but it is what it is.
Stop it.
She looks back and realizes it. And they just chill. They
I feel really sad for every woman who's ever met you.
See how you make me feel?
Well, I think, would you do it to your mother?
See?
You want somebody to jump your mother?
There you go.
Answer the.
This is a very dumb question, though. As much as I'll give her the leeway to kill this dude on this subject because it's a dumb move to do, the whole would you do this to your mother or your daughter or people look at different people in different situations very differently. So please stop using the, would you do this to this person? That means a lot more to you than this person. Fucking stop. It's really stupid.
Question.
You got a bunch of nieces, too.
Did you want those girls jumped?
How many nieces you got?
How about we it's not about being an asshole, because right now, from what it sounds like.
So if I run a business and I can only afford to pay minimum wage, should I think, oh, I wouldn't want anybody to pay my son or my brother minimum wage? Like, you see how dumb this fucking argument is?
You kind of an asshole.
No, he's the asshole for telling you lies.
I'm lying.
You just told me what it was.
No, I didn't tell you. He told you.
Did anybody ever say no, stop?
Never. Girls knew what time it was.
How did they know what time it was?
Athletes, like you said.
I don't.
This language will get you killed in court. Fucking killed. Because knew what time it was. They're going to take this as you having some type of dominant role over her to where she had no choice but to go with it. She knew what it was. It's, you put in the right context, it is very bitch, you're not leaving.
Give a fuck if it's an athlete or not.
They didn't mind us both fucking them. If a girl didn't want us there, she'd tell us no, or she wouldn't even come over.
So you felt you was entitled because y'all was athletes?
Yo,
wait a minute.
Girls wanted to give us pussy because we was athletes.
But can I ask you a question? Did you also know that
As true as that might be, again, in court, telling a panel of people a lot of them are going to be women. I mean, shit. I mean, we walk around. We are who we are. Shit, they just give us pussy. Fuck is you talking about? They ain't shit. That's how they're going to hear that. They're going to. He said not entitled, but they're going to hear entitled. Do as much shit as we like to talk on the internet and trying to educate people about finances. This needs to be a topic. Again, as much as I hate to give people leeways out of shit, you kind of set yourself up for failure when you do this.
Girl never said no. No means rape. Smash it and coming back again and get smashed again. You know what I'm saying?
So what I'm hearing you say, because let me understand this very clearly.
He made it seem crazy.
It does sound kind of crazy.
No,
That's what I've been trying to tell you for years. It is crazy.
Stop, he is so fucking crazy.
You talking about I made it sound crazy. You made what OJ did to Nicole sound crazy.
No.
You chopped her up and shit. You killed her boyfriend. You made that shit sound crazy.
No, he's making it sound out of control. It never went down.
How many women came back for seconds?
Most of them.
What's most?
90%, 95%.
To get tag teamed.
Yeah, it was just something that we always did, even through high school. Everybody was jumping girls off.
I mean,
she got jumped off. It's like a thing back in the day.
Years of rape.
I mean, there has to be some credibility to it. I mean, you look at these. I remember seeing this clip on Facebook. It had to be like an abandoned building or some shit. And this chick was just surrounded on this old ass mattress, no sheets. Again, it looked like an abandoned building with like 5 guys standing around with their dicks out. Like, I honestly, I don't like it, because it's like, I don't want to be sitting there in line waiting on the vagina. It's just weird to me. But this obviously happens, and girls obviously are down with it. But again, when you present it in this manner, you're going to get 25. You're going to get a sentence. So you gotta, first of all, I would recommend just avoiding situations, period. But you definitely gotta watch your language with this type of situations. Keep receipts, like, yo, me and my boy here, through text messages. Is that cool? Shit like that. Not just she knew what time it was. They gonna fucking kill you.
Girl.
Did you ever have sex with a girl without another man in the room?
You're a serial
Most of
rapist.
the time.
You are. You're right. Miss Hope, you're right.
because it's a pattern. Someone that is a serial rapist has a pattern, knows what they're doing, knows how to coerce a woman to get there. You did the same fucking thing probably to every single girl. You had a bottle of Henny, some fucking.
Again, the whole coerce. You know how to coerce her, as in that by default makes that person a victim. Okay, a chick coerced me into not using a condom. Do I get out of that fucking child support payment? She coerced me into marriage. Do I get out of it scot-free? See, I understand what she's trying to say, but being coerced to do something, and then, oh, there was liquor too. Okay? If her bridesmaids got me drunk, or if she got me drunk, and we in Vegas, and I said I do I get out of that? So I don't want this automatic victim because of coercion or alcohol. Fucking stop.
Pop music, some weed, like, yeah, we finna turn up, we finna smoke. That is premeditated.
Okay, what if you're in a club,
Stop
right?
it.
What if you're in a
Can't you
club?
smoke weed with
Hold on,
you?
is buying bottles premeditated?
Come on.
Crazy.
What did you say, Wax? What did you say?
So
I'm
if you
smoking
smoke
weed
weed
with a
with
girl,
somebody,
and then
she's
she
putting out. Wait, does she have to put out?
I'm just saying, you smoking my weed. The hell wrong with you?
Wow.
Fuck wrong with you, man?
Wow.
Don't come smoke my weed.
Okay, let me try to think about what he probably tried to say here, which is, again, he kept saying to, you know what it is, blah blah blah. But when, like, the whole hotel thing, right? When a woman says, oh, the director of this movie raped me when I went to his hotel at midnight to talk about the script, right? And it's like, certain situations is like, yo, if I'm inviting you over for, like she said, Hennessy, blunts, chilling, is, is this time, it's like, now I'm not saying rape at this point is justified. Fucking stop. But it's like, I'm inviting you over here for an activity. Are you really going to believe that activity is just literally just smoking and then you go home? I don't like you that much. I don't like people don't share shit like that. Let's be real. They don't call people to share shit with that they just bought. It's very. I mean, I guess it depends on the person at that point. Moving on.
Well, man, you ain't trying to give me no pussy.
I love that so I hope.
You got nieces, bro. Keep telling you that shit.
Hey, niece, don't go to that nigga house and smoke his weed. You ain't trying to get no pussy.
Hold on.
Stop it, man.
Here's a question.
You should be ashamed of
Wax
yourself,
feels.
I'm telling you.
He's very passionate about his
do
opinion.
nothing
Wax has
unless
said
you
this
get some
on
pussy.
this show. He says he doesn't think that it is possible to rape your wife.
No.
Why is that?
Because neither one of y'all could both say no. She can't rape me and I can't rape her.
Why can't so I can stick a strap on and fuck you in the ass hard with no lube, no motherfucking Vaseline?
Okay, the whole rape your wife thing. I remember my high school English teacher said that it is law, that it was not recognized or something like that, where for a woman to be able to claim rape of her husband. All right, I'm not going to say it's not possible, obviously, but again, I've always said rape is a really difficult thing to prove because we don't know what you're into. You can have video fucking evidence. We don't know what you're into. So it's really hard to prove. So now you are in a situation to where everybody knows we're a married couple. Their expectation is that we have sex. So when it's like, oh, he forced it on me one time, how the fuck do you disprove that encounter from, y'all being consensual? That is very difficult there. Now, of course, I don't agree with what he just said, which is nobody can fucking say no.
And then, I didn't rape you. There you go, boo boo kitty. Bend over.
That's something I'm gonna say no to. So that is.
And I'm gonna say no to putting out on Thursday.
You can't, if she puts a strap on and like rapes you in your sleep, you can't prove that was rape either. You can't. So it's literally, it's like it's the same fucking thing. Would it be rape? Technically, but I'm assuming it's sleep because like he's about to say he's stronger than her, so it likely wouldn't happen. But let's assume that women, like she took steroids and she just got super strong and she pinned him down and raped him with the strap. Yeah, it's rape, but again, how can you prove that in a court of law? How can you prove that? You can't. You can't fucking prove that. So thanks for proving my point.
Day at 9 o'clock, nigga, because I just got my motherfucking hair done.
And scandals on.
So can I say no?
I can't be with a chick if her hair being done is the deciding factor of fucking. What? What? No. No.
Say if you got some lingerie on and it's fucking Valentine's Day and I had to work 18 hours.
Sure.
And I get to say no to you?
Yep, because I got a dildo that I'll put in your ass if you fuck with me.
That's fucked up. I can't do that to her. She gonna rape me. She trying to rape me, yo.
For all the years of all that's what you say. It's not rape. You just said it's not.
It's not rape.
You say no.
Your wife can't rape you.
She's talking about
Exactly. Your wife can't rape you, Wax.
You took a vow.
She just now told me that I can't say no. She said, "Oh, you want to say no? I got a strap on and wrap so I can fuck you in the ass."
That's not rape.
So then if your wife says no, it's rape.
I'm saying
You gotta
no
make her
because,
happy.
listen,
Hold on, Wax. You're saying you can walk back into the house in your boxers looking all cute and she can't fuck you in your ass?
Word up.
You're bugging.
Well, you gotta make her happy, as you just said, Wax.
So when she's in lingerie, you're allowed to have sex with her, but when you're in your
No,
boxers,
if
she
she's
can't
in
fuck your
lingerie and I
asshole.
come home, I'm like, oh man, she want to have sex. There's no way you could tell your girl, your wife, no.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
What man ever did that?
Absolutely told girls.
I know there's ample men I've dated that was like, I'm tired.
Anybody don't want to smash you then?
What?
I'm just saying.
Okay. I'll take that.
Alright, listen.
I'll take that L.
What about if you're in a club, right? You in a club, and a girl's there. This big motherfucker walk up to you. He hits you in the ribs, points you to the direction of the bathroom.
Rape.
100% rape.
All he did was point to the fucking bathroom and she said rape. like yo, this is one of those situations. That example is a situation where like I remember when that dude was accused of sexual assault or harassment, and it's like she said she have a story, and like he said that she was walking with him and like he just pulled his dick out and like, you like this, you want this, and she said no and he put it back. Like that to her was sexual harassment. And it's like, me offering you sex or asking you for sex is not sexual harassment. Like, I'm gonna look up the definition of harassment and like really like, cause I don't want to exit from the screen, but I'm gonna like really look at what harassment is and then relate that to sexual, activities, because I honestly, unless it becomes like belligerent, belligerent type of like, yo, come here, I actually, you know what I mean? That, to me, that's sexual harassment. But simply saying, hey, yo, you want to go fuck in this bathroom? No. I mean, you sure? Because, I've been told that my dick's pretty good, so you want to go fuck. That, to me, is not sexual harassment. Like, what the fuck? I've had people ask me to get some shit off the top shelf more than once. Is that harassment? The fuck out of here.
This is bullshit.
No, I mean, why is he hitting me in the ribs, first of all?
Hit your rib, point to the
Yeah,
bathroom.
I'm just going to look at him crazy, like.
You point to the bathroom, you go in the bathroom.
Yeah, bullshit.
Well, why did I go in the bathroom with him?
That's my question.
That's,
If
I mean,
you decide
again.
to go in the bathroom.
But
You know what's gonna
I
happen
mean,
with their
pants down?
let me tell you this. If I don't know. I think again we talked about earlier being responsible and aware.
Right, 3 o'clock.
Why am I going into a bathroom with a big man?
He hit you in the ribs. You're a life sentence.
First of all,
No security, nobody
wait,
there,
did he hit me in the ribs? Like, did he say? I would just assume he was, trying to dab and didn't know how to do it and just hit me.
Yeah,
Like, oh,
fair enough.
sorry, bro. I didn't mean to bump into you. Maybe I was backing it up too hard and I'm sorry, I didn't mean to run into you. I'm not going to
Thank you for
assume that
clarifying
he's.
this
I think that it would have to be like, no.
If you
I'm
go
not going
into
to
the bathroom with him, is he wrong to feel? You go into the men's bathroom with him, is he wrong to feel that you might want to engage in some sort of sexual act?
I think that here's again, I cannot speak for anybody's individual mind. I can only speak for my own mind, which would tell me not to go into a men's
Thank you.
bathroom at 3 o'clock in the morning.
But that don't mean you should.
You can't speak for anybody's individual mind, but yet when a jump off subject, they were talking about that, it was, oh, I feel bad for all these women because you're serial rape. Like, you throwing around terms like that, but you can't speak for anybody's individual mind.
Get raped.
No, it does not mean
never
you should get
that.
raped.
Never.
And that don't mean that you owe the guy no pussy.
Hell no, I don't owe you
No,
shit. No
but
pun intended.
Don't go in there.
Scat,
You know what I'm saying? Don't go. So say you got to do house 3 o'clock in the morning, and y'all just happen to be just eating, and he trying to get some pussy from you.
I'm probably going to be like, I'm going to need an Uber.
Yeah, at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Hell yeah.
Right?
I don't need, why? First of all, why am I at your house at 3 o'clock in the morning?
You. That's what I'm trying to get.
But
them
that
like
don't mean you.
this.
I mean, she really just answered the at least part of the question, which is situations are called for, like you're obviously trying to fuck, which is what he was trying to allude to earlier, but she just kind of dismissed it. But then she just answered that question the same way he fucking would. Don't smoke my weed if you ain't trying to fuck. Like, don't come over here when I'm setting this mood up if you're not trying to fuck, is what he said. And her was like, oh, that means I have to, like, you just answered his question the same way.
You get raped.
No, it doesn't mean you should get
that.
raped.
But you putting yourself in a fucked up situation.
No, you're not. Is it a studio?
No,
Clearly, it's not a
let's just
studio.
flip
I'll
the
just
switch.
sleep on the couch.
Let's just flip the switch.
All right.
You go over to her house,
No
right?
doubt.
You guys are smoking some weed, drinking. It's late as fuck,
No
right?
doubt.
She goes to the bathroom, comes out the bathroom, got a 12-inch dildo strapped onto herself.
Okay, let me hear it.
You came to my house and smoked my motherfucking weed. Bend over, motherfucker.
Word up.
Give me that
You
butthole.
can't do that.
Why? You
You're
just
weed,
said
nigga.
that. You just said that if a
Fuck
girl
that.
comes to your
Give me
house
that
and
regular
smokes
shit.
Oh, bro.
Speaking in terms of the court of law, it would be very difficult to prove that that was a rape.
Regular shit.
that is regular for me.
Guess what?
That's
I'm out.
regular.
You
All right.
ain't going
nowhere.
I'm not raping
Yeah,
you.
you
out
ain't
the
going-
You ain't
deal.
going.
I mean, she's trying to be an asshole, but she's really just proving all the points that people make about the situation, which is why it'd be really difficult to prove a rape, or why you don't just believe a woman when she says she's been raped. Because it's like she said, that's normal for her. It's normal for different people across the board for different shit. Like, again, trying to be an asshole, but really just answering all the questions for us the way we need her to ask them.
Nowhere.
That's
You
what-
in the middle of heavy.
I'll tell you this
You
about-
ain't going nowhere.
I'll tell you this about man and woman. I'm strong enough to get the fuck out of there.
And
No,
that's
not
why. See,
happening.
he said it.
Yeah.
I'm
Yours,
telling you.
he said it right
I'm
there.
getting the fuck
He's-
out of
no,
there.
here's the
Listen
thing.
to what she said.
So what you said? You said these girls jump. They just knew what was coming. They got jumped. So first of all, I think that's ironically a creepy term since we used to refer to getting jumped as being beat up.
Yeah.
So you're using it in a sexual context.
Just real quick, that she did when he tried to talk. If he did that to her, would that be a misogynistic thing? Just ask him.
So now we've taken language that we know as violent language and you've put it in a sexual context. That's one. Two, you just said it best.
We use the word nigga loosely when it was once a very degrading term for black people. Now black people use it as a term of endearment and a way to make money.
I'm a big motherfucker. I'm strong enough. Da 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 da. Boom.
fucked in the
So
ass,
now you
yes.
got two big niggas coming at me, and they athletes. So here I am. What the fuck am I supposed to do? I didn't know it was gonna be two of them.
Yes, they
And
did.
three. Studies show us that you have a fight, or a flight, or a fight, or like a freeze capability.
No, it's fight. You had it right the first time. You changed the word to now fucking go along with your whatever this bullshit you're about to say.
Right? Oftentimes people think, "Oh, I would fight back," because that's what misogynistic individuals use
something
against victims. Why didn't
Misogyny is the hatred of women. So when people use it this out of term, in no way did he even express that he hates women. They're not even talking about women generally as a subject. Stop using words out of term. They lose their meaning and you fuck up language. Stop doing that.
you fight back? Why didn't you scratch him? Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? Pause. What you really need to know is that the science has shown us that individuals who have been sexually assaulted, oftentimes, especially if they've been molested as children, will freeze. Because as children, they did not have the strength to fight someone off. Similarly to a 120-pound girl. And
So when men who were raised by single mothers were trained to be controlled or coerced, as you said before, as a victim word, or just to be a submissive to women, when he decides that, oh, I didn't really want the situation I got myself into, she kind of, she led the way, and I think she should be responsible and not me. Are we accepting that then? Because he was younger when this happened to him.
2 football players.
She had to be she in South Carolina. She at least 200.
It doesn't matter.
Well, actually making light of some shit you shouldn't be making light of.
So I'm not saying.
We never raped a girl. You'll never hear.
You definitely raped a girl.
And remember, earlier she said how many came back, because she was going to use that as they didn't come back because they felt molested or raped or, whatever that she was, she was trying to make it like they did feel raped or, I can't figure out the word I'm looking for, but now she wants to just completely dismiss the fact that they came back. 90% of them came back, according to him.
That's the problem with men. We don't.
Careful.
Men, a lot of
Careful, because nobody wants phone calls coming in. Next thing you know.
This is important. Don't ever say you definitely raped a girl.
That's not rape.
No,
That's not rape culture.
No.
What am I lying?
Rape culture.
That's rape culture.
It's out of control.
That is.
You want me to
That's
rape
not rape
somebody?
culture.
What the fuck?
I'm
It
a
is
man
rape
that's
culture.
trying to keep other men from
It
getting
is.
charged. You know what you're doing?
It is.
You're horseshit.
Rape culture, I haven't looked up the definition in some years, but if I remember correctly, rape culture is when they say raping women is like okay and commonly just I guess overlooked. It's some shit like that, like it's okay, like we let people get away with raping women, and we really don't. When we ask questions like why didn't you scratch, why didn't you do anything, why didn't you do something, that could make that obviously could make matters worse, because again, he's bigger than you. It's because again, you need something there to say that you actually tried to stop it and fight back. Which, now that I'm thinking about it, it's kind of just like, would that work? I don't know. But again, that's why you always have to go back to kind of watch the situations you get yourself into. It's very weird that we'd rather go, no, put yourself in the most dangerous position, but then when some bad shit happens, even though it shouldn't, then we'll just put people in jail. It's some stupid shit like that. It's just so dumb. Avoid these situations at all costs. And this is for men and women.
Never say that she.
You're horse shaming.
All right, that's the end of it. like it. Hit the comment section. Be right. Positive. I'm out.